Did you know that one of the most powerful men in technology, the founder of NVIDIA, once worked as a dishwasher at Denny's? His name is Jensen Huang. Today, he is known as a billionaire and a leader in artificial intelligence and computer graphics. But his journey started in a very different place, filled with hard work, long nights, and a dream that many thought was impossible. Jensen Huang was born in Taiwan in 1963. As a boy, he loved to explore and solve problems. Taiwan at that time was full of energy, and he often walked through the busy night markets with his family. The night market was colorful, noisy, and exciting. There were food stands selling noodles, fried chicken, and bubble tea. Jensen remembered the bright lights and the voices calling out to customers. Those nights taught him to love energy, innovation, and the power of people working together. When Jensen was just 9 years old, his parents decided to send him and his brother to the United States. They wanted their children to have better opportunities. It was not easy. Jensen barely spoke English when he arrived. He lived with relatives in Kentucky, far away from the city life he knew in Taiwan. The new world felt confusing and sometimes lonely, but Jensen never gave up. He studied hard and slowly began to adjust. For a short time, Jensen and his brother were even placed in a boarding school for troubled boys. It was not because they had done anything wrong, but simply because their relatives thought it would be safer. Imagine being 9 years old, in a foreign country, living among older kids who had tough lives. Jensen had to grow up quickly. He learned how to protect himself, how to stay strong, and how to keep moving forward no matter what. As he grew older, Jensen found a passion for science and math. He realized he wanted to build things, to design machines that could change the world. He worked very hard in school and later attended Oregon State University, where he studied electrical engineering. His love for technology grew stronger every year, but life was not only about books. To earn money, Jensen worked at Denny's. He started as a dishwasher, cleaning dirty plates and mopping floors. Later, he became a busboy, serving customers and wiping tables. That job may have looked small, but Jensen remembered it forever. It taught him humility and the importance of hard work. After finishing his degree, Jensen entered the world of technology. He worked for big companies like LSI Logic and Advanced Micro Devices. But he always carried a dream deep inside: to build something of his own. He wanted to create a company that could make computers faster, smarter, and more powerful. He imagined a future where graphics and computing could change the way people played games, watched movies, and even learned science. That dream became the seed for NVIDIA. In 1993, when Jensen was only 30 years old, he and 2 friends started NVIDIA. They met at a small diner, not so different from the Denny's where he once worked. With just $40,000 and a bold vision, they began building computer chips. At that time, not many people believed in graphics processors. Most thought CPUs were enough. But Jensen believed otherwise. He thought graphics chips could become the brain of future computers. His idea sounded crazy to some, but Jensen was stubborn. He refused to quit. The first years of NVIDIA were very hard. Their early products failed. Investors lost patience. Many times, the company came close to shutting down. Jensen worked day and night, holding his small team together. He remembered the lessons from Denny's. No job was too small, no task beneath him. He cleaned offices, made phone calls, and kept pushing forward. Slowly, NVIDIA survived those dangerous early years. Finally, in 1999, NVIDIA introduced the GeForce 256, which they called the world's first GPU, or graphics processing unit. It was a breakthrough. Gamers loved it, and the computer industry began to notice. Suddenly, NVIDIA was not just another startup, it was a leader. The company went public, and Jensen became a millionaire. But he did not stop there. He had a bigger vision in mind. Jensen saw that GPUs could be used for more than just video games. They could help scientists study the human brain, cure diseases, and even power artificial intelligence. While many companies were focused only on short-term profits, Jensen looked far into the future. He pushed NVIDIA into areas like self-driving cars, data centers, and deep learning. His vision was risky, but it worked. Today, NVIDIA chips power many of the most advanced AI systems in the world. As NVIDIA grew, Jensen became known for his signature look, a black leather jacket. He wore it at conferences, product launches, and big speeches. It became part of his identity. People said he looked like a rock star, but to Jensen, it was simply comfortable. His style showed confidence, but his words always carried humility. He often reminded people of his dishwasher days at Denny's and how far he had come. Jensen never forgot the importance of education. He donated millions of dollars to universities like Stanford and Oregon State, helping students get opportunities just like he once did. He believed that technology should not only make profits, but also serve humanity. He often said that the best way to change the future was to help young people learn and dream. Even though Jensen built his career in America, he never forgot his roots in Taiwan. Whenever he visited, he often walked through the night markets again, tasting local foods and remembering his childhood. The smell of grilled squid, the sound of vendors shouting, the energy of the crowd. It all reminded him of where he started. Taiwan gave him his first dreams. America gave him his opportunities, and Jensen carried both worlds inside him. Today, NVIDIA is one of the most valuable companies in the world, and Jensen Huang is often called the Godfather of AI. His GPUs are used by companies like OpenAI, Google, and Tesla. When people talk about artificial intelligence, they often talk about NVIDIA. Yet, despite all the fame and success, Jensen speaks in a humble way. He often tells young people, success is not about being the smartest, it is about working the hardest and never giving up. Jensen's story is more than just about chips and computers. It is about courage, resilience, and vision. From the night markets of Taiwan to the dishwashing station at Denny's, from a small startup to a global leader, he proved that humble beginnings can lead to extraordinary heights. His life shows that no matter where you start, if you keep pushing forward, you can change the world. So the next time you hear about artificial intelligence or see amazing computer graphics, remember Jensen Huang. Remember the little boy walking through Taiwan's night markets, the teenager washing dishes at Denny's, and the young man daring to start NVIDIA with nothing but a dream. His journey is a story of hope, hard work, and vision, a story that tells us all, never stop dreaming, because you never know how far your dream can take you. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every week, I'll bring you a new story told in simple English to inspire you and to help you practice listening. Thank you for spending this time with me. See you next week.